Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage, doing a little bit of goofing around tonight. And we've got a wet and rainy, raw day going on outside. So I'm going to keep it inside and do a little head-to-head challenge for you guys. Haven't done much old stuff lately. I've been doing a lot of new products and shooting new guns and stuff. So I wanted to throw together a head-to-head challenge for you guys with a couple of pretty good old timers from the collection. This one I haven't actually had for very long, but this is my new Sheridan Blue Streak. This one's pretty cool. It's in pretty good shape, pretty good conditions. Been used, but according to the date stamp that's right here, this one was made in 1970. So this is the youngest participant in this head-to-head challenge. And we're going to be putting it head-to-head up against one that I've had for quite a while now. This is my Crosman Town and Country Junior, and this, they call this a model 110. This is the 22 version. So they had a 107 and 108, which were the Town and Country, or maybe 107, 108, and they were 177 and 22, and then they had the 109 and 110, which were the Town and Country Juniors, which were 177 and 22. Again, this one's 22. See if I can get look at the curly maple grain on this guy. This is such a beautiful gun. Just love shooting this guy. But this one definitely a lot longer, so we're going to go ahead and shoot the Sheridan first. I had just recently picked up these JSB Diablos. These are 20 caliber 13.73 grains. I've got a 2-inch splatter burst across the garage, and I'm going to go ahead and see what we can do. When I shot this over at the other garage, I was shooting offhand at 21 yards, and a couple of the groups were one ragged hole. So this ought to be a pretty good challenge. That Crosman is a pretty accurate gun as well. So this gun generates a lot more power per pump, so I'm only going to pump this one 3 times. I'm going to pump the Crosman probably about 5 times to get an equal amount of power. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. I was so happy finding this at the gun show recently. Oh, I knocked the safety on while I was pumping it. Makes all those times I went to the gun show and didn't find anything worth it. It's one thing, you go to those gun shows and there's a lot of this, usually a lot of this stuff around, and nobody's really looking for air guns, so it's easy pickings for me. All right, this thing's a shooting machine. I don't know. I should be shooting at a smaller bullseye with this one compared to the other gun, maybe. But they're both open sights and same distance, so. One ragged hole. I like it. Oh, knocking my BB guns down. Oh, no. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this rocker safety up here on the top. I have a tendency to bump it with my hands when I'm working the action. So now we'll go over to the old timer here. These Town and Countries were, from what I read in several different resources, the Town and Countries and Town and Country Juniors were only made in 1949. I'm going to be shooting them with these JTS Dead Center 16.08 green. Now let's just see what we can do. Very similar actions. Okay. Oop. Pulling off to the right just a little bit. That's better. I thought this would be a close matchup. That's why I wanted to start on. I need to do some head-to-head challenges with that Sheridan, but I thought that this one would be probably the closest matchup I got out here. I do have the model 120 as well. That one might be a good matchup for this for the Sheridan as well. I also have the 1400 and the 147. Maybe we'll have to measure group size. Alrighty, both great looking groups. I'm gonna have to guess that right now it looks like the Sheridan might have placed down the better score, but only time will tell. Let me go ahead and add those up and see what we got. I'll also measure the groups so we can see which one did the better group. Stand by. Alrighty, well, I am back, and it was a very close race, very close, but just as I had called it, the Sheridan did win by just a couple of points. The lowest number scored by either one of them was a 9, so I'm using these 2-inch splatter bursts here, and so the outer ring here would have been an 8. Anything not touching the red but touching this ring would have been a 9, and then anything touching the red would have been a 10. So the Crosman had 110 and 4 9s for a nice 46, but the Sheridan showed right up, had 2 9s and 3 10s for a 48. So that's a good showing. Might have to stretch that one out a little bit farther. I'm really, I've got some some of the buck rail scope mounts. I've been thinking about just sticking a red dot on here to try to even squeeze a little bit more accuracy out of this guy. But I really love the look of the wood on this one too. It's got some really nice walnut green. This lighting in here does not do it any justice, but it's a pretty gun. So there you go. The Sheridan takes its, I think it's the first head-to-head I put that one up against anyway. And the Crosman doesn't disappoint. Really did a good job of representing. So, but he had to bow down to the Sheridan for today. But anyway, there you go. That's a lot of fun. Getting out here and doing these head-to-head challenges for you guys. A lot of fun. You guys seem to really like them a lot. I appreciate everybody watching the channel. Hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.